सो हेलो स्टूडेंट, आज के वीडियो में मैं बात करने वाला हूँ रेडॉक्स रिएक्शन के बारे में। व्हाट आर रेडॉक्स रिएक्शन, व्हाट इज ऑक्सीडेशन, व्हाट इज रिडक्शन, व्हाट आर ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट, व्हाट आर रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट, और टुडे आई विल बी डिस्कसिंग व्हाट इज ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर एंड हाउ टू फाइंड आउट ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर। सो सबसे पहले हम लोग देते हैं रेडॉक्स। रेडॉक्स मीन्स रिडक्शन प्लस ऑक्सीडेशन. So we know that oxidation and reduction occur simultaneously. So we will study this redox reaction with a trick that is called Liouville. So Leo means loss of electron. So loss of electron is oxidation. Loss of electron is called oxidation. Gain of electron is called reduction. Gain of electron is called reduction. Suppose we see zinc. Zinc is undergoing loss of 2 electrons. So zinc is undergoing oxidation. Copper 2 plus ion is gaining 2 electron to form copper metal. This process is called reduction. So loss of electron is oxidation, gain of electron is reduction. Now we will see what is oxidation. So oxidation means addition of oxygen. So when oxygen is added to a substance, it is called oxidation. It is also removal of hydrogen. So removal of hydrogen from a substance is also oxidation. As we know, oxygen is an electronegative species. It has the ability to gain electron. So addition of electronegative species. Addition of electronegative species is also oxidation. So addition of electronegative species is also oxidation. As we know, hydrogen is electropositive. It has the ability to lose electron. Sometimes it can gain an electron also because it is a non-metal. So removal of electropositive species. Removal of electropositive species is also oxidation. The trick that I gave you, Liouville. So from that, loss of electron is also oxidation. Loss of electron is called de-electronation. And if we study the oxidation number in terms of oxidation number, we find that increase in oxidation number is also called oxidation. So if we see zinc loses 2 electrons. So in the atomic state, the oxidation number of zinc is 0, but in the dipositive state, the oxidation number is 2 plus. That means there has been an increase in the oxidation number of zinc. So increase in oxidation number is also called oxidation. Zinc has lost 2 electrons. That means loss of electron is also called de-electronation. That is also called oxidation. So oxidation means addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen, addition of electronegative species, removal of electropositive species, loss of electron, that is de-electronation, and increase in oxidation number. So these are the 6 different definitions of oxidation. So let's repeat the oxidation definition. So oxidation is the addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen, addition of electronegative species, removal of electropositive species, and this is also loss of electron, de-electronation. And when increase in oxidation number happen, then it is called oxidation. So we will denote oxidation number by ON. Now let's discuss reduction. Reduction is addition of hydrogen to any substance. So when hydrogen is added to the substance, we say that the substance has been reduced. Removal of oxygen. So when we remove oxygen from a substance, it is also called reduction. Removal of electronegative species and addition of electropositive species. So these are just opposite of oxidation. And here gain of electron is there. Gain of electron. Gain of electron is also called electronation. Gain of electron is also called electronation. So when a species gains electron, we say that reduction has taken place. Or if we see copper 2 plus, it takes away 2 electron to form copper. That means copper 2 plus is reduced to copper. So reduction is actually the addition of electron to any species. And it is decrease in oxidation number. If we see copper 2 plus, the oxidation number is plus 2. But in copper elemental state, the oxidation number is 0. So that means there is a decrease in the oxidation number. So decrease in oxidation number is called reduction. So we can say that oxidation is the loss of electron, whereas reduction is the gain of electron. Let's see few applications of redox reaction. So some of the applications of redox reactions are in pharmaceutical industries, where drugs are manufactured, biological process. So our life also depends on redox reaction. Photosynthesis depends on redox reaction. Industrial processes, metallurgical operation. Suppose if we see zinc sulfide converts to zinc oxide by roasting. Zinc oxide on reduction gives zinc plus CO, and this is purified. So this process is also electrolytic process is there for electrochemical process is there for the purification of zinc. All these processes involve redox reaction. Agriculture areas, even hydrogen economy, using hydrogen as future fuel, ozone hole. These are all redox reaction, to name a few. Let's see few examples of oxidation. Magnesium, when it reacts with oxygen, it forms magnesium oxide. So oxygen is being added to magnesium. That means magnesium is getting, or it is undergoing oxidation. Sulfur reacts with oxygen to form sulfur dioxide. That means there is an oxidation of sulfur to form sulfur dioxide. Similarly, carbon is getting oxidized to carbon dioxide. If magnesium reacts with fluorine, it is oxidized to magnesium fluoride, because fluorine is an electronegative species. Addition of electronegative species is also called oxidation. Let's see few examples of reduction. So when mercury 2 oxide is heated, it forms mercury and oxygen. That means mercuric oxide is losing the oxygen. That means it is undergoing reduction. It is undergoing reduction. When FeCl3 is treated with hydrogen gas, then what happens? FeCl3 is undergoing reduction to form FeCl2. Here the oxidation state of iron is plus 3, here it is plus 2. That means it is gaining electron. So gain of electron is reduction. Silver oxide, when it is heated, thermal decomposition of silver oxide gives silver metal plus oxygen. So silver is undergoing reduction. Let's focus our attention on this equation. HgCl2 plus SnCl2 give Hg2Cl2 plus SnCl4. Try to figure out which species is undergoing oxidation, which species is undergoing reduction. Here the oxidation state of mercury is plus 2. The oxidation state of mercury is plus 1. That means mercury is gaining electron. Gain of electron is reduction. So mercury is undergoing reduction here. Now let's focus our attention to the oxidation number of tin. Here tin is in plus 2 state, and here tin is in plus 4 state. That means tin is losing the electron, so it is undergoing oxidation. It is undergoing oxidation. So that means it is an example of redox reaction. It is an example of redox reaction. So mercury HgCl2 is undergoing reduction to form Hg2Cl2, and SnCl2 is undergoing oxidation to form SnCl4. So we can write this equation like this also. Hg2 plus Sn2 plus give Hg plus Sn4 plus. So we can write here like this. So if we want to balance it, we can balance also. So 2 to the 4, 2 plus and 4 6, and this. So this is the balanced equation. So this, because the ions which are common in both the sides, are cancelled each other. So the ions like these chloride ions are the spectator ions. So those ions do not appear in the balanced equation. So this is called the ionic equation. Now let's discuss what are oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Oxidizing agents are those species which gains electron during redox reaction. So species which gains electron they can gain one or more electrons during chemical reaction or during redox reaction. Fluorine is regarded as the strongest oxidizing agent. Some other oxidizing agents are KMnO4, K2Cr2O7, H2SO4, HNO3, chlorine, bromine, Tollens reagent, Fehling solution, etc. So Fehling solution and Tollens reagents are regarded as mild oxidizing agent. Now let's see reducing agents. So reducing agents are those species which loses electron or which lose electron during redox reaction. Species which lose electron or electrons during redox reaction or any chemical reaction. Lithium is regarded as the strongest reducing agent. Lithium is regarded as the strongest reducing agent. So it has the higher ability to lose electrons. So fluorine on the one side is regarded as the strongest oxidizing agent, whereas lithium is regarded as the strongest reducing agent. If we see the electrode potential value for fluorine, it is plus 2.87 volt, suggesting that it is the strongest oxidizing agent. And if we see the electrode potential, standard electrode potential for lithium plus to form lithium is minus 3.05 volt, suggesting it is the strongest reducing agent. Some of the other reducing agents are lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride, metals like alkali and alkaline earth metals, etc. Lithium aluminum hydride and sodium borohydride are used in organic synthesis as a very good reducing agent. Let's see what is oxidation number. So oxidation number, it denotes the oxidation state of an element. It denotes the oxidation state of an element in a compound, and it is ascertained or it is obtained according to a set of rules, formulated on the basis that electron in a covalent bond belong entirely to the electronegative element. Electron in a covalent bond belongs entirely to a electronegative element. Suppose if we see the example of HCl. So chlorine is more electronegative. The electronegativity is approximately 3 and it is 2.1. That means chlorine is more electronegative, so it has 7 valence electron. But since it is more electronegative, it gets the electron of 1 electron of hydrogen also. That means it has 8 electron now. That means it has extra 1 electron. That means minus 1 charge will be there in chlorine atom and plus 1 will be there, and these are nothing but oxidation number. These are nothing but the oxidation number. So oxidation number denotes the oxidation state of an element in a compound, and it is ascertained according to set of rules, and that rule is that the covalent bond entirely belongs to the electronegative element. Let's discuss the rules to determine oxidation number. The first rule is that elemental state or most stable state, the oxidation number is taken as 0. Suppose if we see Cl2, Br2, O2, N2, carbon in the form of graphite, P4, S8, etc., we find that the oxidation number of these species are 0. So the oxidation number in these species are 0. If we take hydrogen also, so elemental state or most stable state, the oxidation number is taken as 0. Second is, if we see oxygen has an oxidation number of -2 in most of the compound. So generally oxygen has an oxidation state of -2, but it has an oxidation state of -1 in peroxide, minus half in superoxide. And if we see the oxidation number of oxygen in O2 and O2F2 and OF2, we find that in O2F2 the oxidation state of oxygen is +1 and in OF2 the oxidation state of oxygen is +2. So oxygen, general oxidation state of oxygen is -2, but it also shows -1 in peroxide, -half in superoxide, +1 in O2F2 and +2 in OF2. Next rule is hydrogen. So in most of the compound the oxidation state of hydrogen is +1, but it is taken as -1 in metal hydrides like lithium hydride, sodium hydride, calcium hydride. Calcium hydride is also called hydrolith. So if we see, suppose lithium is +1, so hydrogen is -1. Sodium is +1, so hydrogen is -1. So in metal hydrides, the oxidation state of hydrogen is taken as -1. And one question was asked in IIT, if we do the electrolysis of metal hydride, hydrogen is obtained where? So if we do the electrolysis, then hydrogen minus, it will go at anode as H2 gas. So hydrogen gas is obtained at anode by the electrolysis of metal hydride. This was asked in IIT. Fluorine has an oxidation state of -1 always. Chlorine, bromine, iodine can show -1 to +7. In only one compound, fluorine has +1 oxidation state, but this compound is unstable. This compound is unstable. It exists at a very low temperature, that is -33 degrees Celsius. Sum of oxidation number in a neutral molecular compound is 0, and in polyatomic ion it is equal to charge. So these are the rules for determining the oxidation number. Once we see a few examples based on this, we will be able to solve. So I will discuss few questions now. Let's discuss this question. So the question is, determine the oxidation number of underlined atom in the given species. So in H2SO4 we have to determine the oxidation number of sulfur. So let the oxidation number of sulfur be X. So as we know, hydrogen has +1, so 2 hydrogen will make it +2, +2 plus X, and 1 oxygen is -2, so 4 oxygen will become, so +4 into -2, and sum will be equal to 0. So 2 plus X minus 8 equal to 0. So X minus 6 equal to 0. So X equal to +6. The oxidation state of sulfur in this molecule H2SO4 is +6. Next question is, for carbon dioxide we have to find for carbon. So carbon is X plus 2 into -2, and the sum is equal to 0. So X minus 4 equal to 0. So X equal to +4. So the oxidation state of carbon in carbon dioxide is +4. If we see KMnO for potassium permanganate, so we know that potassium is alkali metal, group 1, so its oxidation number will be +1. And Mn we are going to calculate for this, so it will be X. And oxygen is, 4 oxygens are there and 1 oxygen is -2. Total sum is 0. So 1 plus X minus 8 equal to 0. X minus 7 equal to 0. X equal to +7. So this is the oxidation state. So Mn oxidation state is +7, which is the highest oxidation state of Mn. So let's determine the oxidation state of chromium in potassium dichromate. So potassium being a group 1 element, so it is 1, so it will be 2 because 2 potassiums are there, and chromium is 2 in number, so 2x, and oxygen is 7, so 7 into -2, and total sum will be 0. So 2 plus 2x minus 14 equal to 0. So 2x minus 12 equal to 0. So 2x equal to +12, or X equal to +6. So the oxidation state of chromium is +6 in potassium dichromate, which is also the highest oxidation state. Let's see Carose acid. This is called Carose acids. Carose acid, what is the oxidation state? If you calculate 2 plus X minus 10 equal to 0, X equal to +8, then this is wrong, because sulfur cannot have an oxidation state in excess of +6 because it belongs to group 16. So that means there are some, or there is some peroxide linkage. So let's see the structure of this molecule. So on seeing the structure, we find that one peroxide linkage is there here, and in peroxide the oxygen is -1. So -1, -1, this is +1, this is +1, these are normal oxygen, -2, -2, -2. If we cancel this +1 with -1, -1 with +1, we find that it is -6. So the oxidation state of sulfur in Caros acid is +6, not +8. So this has been asked in competitive exam, even IIT. So you can give more importance to this molecule, that is Caros acid. Let's discuss in CrO5. If we do by normal simple oxidation number calculation, we find that x minus 10 equal to 0, x equal to plus 10, which is impossible, so we will cut it. That means there is some peroxide linkage here. So if we see the structure of this molecule, we see that it has a very beautiful butterfly structure. So these are the peroxide linkage. So -1, -1, -1, -1, and this is -2. So if we count total, we get -6. So x minus 6 is equal to 0. So x equal to +6. So in this molecule also the chromium oxidation state is +6, not +10. Let's move to C for polyatomic ions. So here we have sulfate ion. Here we have to find out for sulfur. So x minus 8 equal to -2, x equal to -2 plus 8. That means x equal to +6. So this is the oxidation number. So +6 is the oxidation number, and here also +6. So in sulfate ion, the oxidation state of sulfur is +6, and in CrO5, this has a butterfly structure, and due to presence of peroxide linkage, it is also +6. Let's discuss the oxidation number, or let's find out the oxidation number of underlying atom in a complex compound. So this is a complex compound. So here we have to find out the oxidation number of iron. So iron is X. Water being a neutral molecule, so it is 0. So 5 into 0. Nitrosyl here is in +1 state, and sulfate has -2 charge. So -2 equal to 0. So if we find X -1 equal to 0, so X equal to +1. So in the brown ring complex, the oxidation number of iron is +1. This has been asked in AIIMS, All India Institute of Medical Science. Next is this complex. This is oxalate ion. Oxalate ion is a didentate ligand with -2 charge. So tin is X, and there are three oxalate ions. So +3 into -2, and that is equal to total charge. So X -6 equal to -4. So X equal to -4 plus 6, that is +2. So this complex tin is in +2 state. The name of this complex is trioxalatostenate 2. This is the oxidation number of tin here. So tin is +2 state, and iron is in +1 state. Let's find out the oxidation state of cobalt in pentaamine bromido cobalt 3 sulfate. So X, ammonia being a neutral ligand, so 5 into 0. Bromine in the form of bromide has -1, and sulfate has -2. So if we find that X -3 equal to 0. So X equal to +3. So the oxidation state of cobalt in this complex is +3. Let's find out the oxidation state of iron in potassium hexacyanoferrate. Let's see what is the oxidation state. So 4 plus X minus 6 equal to 0, because cyanide has -1. So X equal to +2. So this complex has iron in +2 state. So the name of the complex is potassium hexacyanoferrate 2, which I will discuss in coordination compound. The name of this complex is pentaamine bromido cobalt 3 sulfate. This show ionization isomerism also. So this is a very important compound. So thank you, students. Rest part of the chapter I will discuss. All the best for your upcoming exam. If you like my video, do like and subscribe and share with your friend. Okay, thank you.